Gears of War is back, baby. Yeah, I can't wait to jump in. Wow. Yeah, this shit sucks ass. Gears of War Reloaded came out recently, and man, is it disappointing. And for a Gears fan like me, that hurts, because I really wanted Gears to be brought back into the spotlight. However, upon playing a couple games, I've come to realize that Reloaded is just a letdown. And here's why. Now, let me start off by saying I'm no pro Gears player, nor am I a weak link when it comes to Gears. In fact, my first Gears game was Gears of War Ultimate Edition, which, if you don't know, is just Gears Reloaded but without the crossplay and the new hardware upgrades. So when I say I know more about this game than 70% of the player base, I mean it. Besides the fact that 45% of Gears players sound like John Roblox, and the other 45% of Gears players are complete sweats. Listen, I'm not one to bend down the sweats, but when my team is full of Timmy Turners and the enemy team are full of esports players, that's not fun. And you might be wondering, but screw, what about the other 10%? Well, fear not, dear viewer, because the other 10% of players are either completely new or just casual Gears players coming back to see what the hype is about. It isn't just sweats stomping on teams left and right. It's the fact that new players play Gears like any other shooter game. Shoot the bad guy with assault rifle till he dies while running full speed at him. The average new player won't understand that this game is a cover-based shooter. You're not supposed to run around at full speed. That's how you end up like Anthony Carmine. Rest in peace, brother. New players don't understand that the Gnasher is the main source of damage you should be using. You're not supposed to be camping in the back of a Lancer. That's how you get caught slurs. The skill floor for Gears is so high, new players just log off before attempting to get better at the game. Believe me, I've tried to put my friends on Gears, but every time I do, they end up dying so much they quit before I can teach them how to get better. That's what's wrong with Gears in general. New players can't compete. The skill gap between new players and casual players is so high in this game that you can have mediocre players feel like gods before they run into generic esports player with 500 viewers on Twitch. Let's look at this, shall we? You see that? My pellets went through his body and he didn't take a single hit of damage. My fucking gun was inside him and he lived. Oh, would you look at that? Another shot just went completely inside him and he still lived. Fucking nice. Here, look. Oh. You hear that? That's the sound of my Gnasher going off right on him. And yet, he lives. Another. Ooh. A Gnasher shot right on him, and he didn't die until I tried again. Wow, hey, I have a lot of health, and boom, it's gone. Don't you love the Gnasher? Can't kill up close, but it can snipe you alright. For some reason, the Gnasher is so inconsistent. Like, where do my pellets even come from? The gun model? The reticle? Who the fuck knows? And headshots? How do they work? I shoot people in the head, and they survive somehow. And yet when I'm getting shot at, it's an instant headshot. When I first heard that Gears would be getting a remake for both Xbox and PlayStation, I was hyped. They had me dancing like Flight Reacts out here. But then, I started putting the pieces together. The articles, the gameplay, and then it hit me. This was just Gears Ultimate with crossplay. Imagine my disappointment when I found out that they remastered a remake. Wow, truly incredible. And it's $40. But screw, it's on Game Pass. Can you just shut the fuck up for a second? The fact that they made a whole new game just to add 4K and crossplay is a joke. This shit should have been free for all Xbox players. A sign that says, hey, we can't make good games anymore, so enjoy this. You want to make PlayStation players pay for it? Go ahead, sounds reasonable. But for people like me who played Ultimate for years, to play this new age of Gears, it's a joke. If Microsoft cared even a little bit, they would have remastered the remaining games, not just re-release Ultimate Edition with a new coat of paint. But screw, you're supposed to play the campaign. That's why they made the game.
Played these games before!
Why would I play the campaign if I already played Ultimate Edition 5 times, including the original game on the 360? It's a joke. Look, at the end of the day, this game was made so that PlayStation players could enjoy Gears, and that's great. But for someone like me, who's been praying for Gears to be good again for so long, to get the same game I own from 10 years ago, it's disappointing. And Gears Reloaded is just something to keep the fans occupied while Gears E-Day comes out. And I imagine that Gears E-Day would probably have the same gameplay as 5, with the atmosphere of the original trilogy. And that sounds amazing. The gameplay from 5, in my opinion, is the best in the series. If they take the gameplay and remove all the bullshit, like ugly skins, shit characters, and they go back to the old atmosphere, then Gears E-Day sounds like it could be a great game. But until then, I'll be here getting absolutely molested by esports player number 1000.